Peace.
Welcome back to Out of the Fog. Okay, he didn't try it, and I asked him if he tried it, but when Mike brought his guitar today, he had a strap on it with a little Day of the Dead skulls that you may recognize from Latin culture. And coincidentally, I would like to introduce you to Beto and Estefania from De La Paz Latin Music. You're a quintet. Well, not you guys. There's some more of you. But,
yes, yes.
So thanks for coming.
Thank you so much for having us.
I want to talk about music, and I want to talk about culture. And like we said sort of off camera, Newfoundland has such a rich, thick, culturally, musically significant heritage. Not a lot of it comes from Mexico.
No, not a lot. No, but I feel like that what you're talking about, right? Like the music that is already established here has opened up a path, because I have talked with many musicians. I came here 2 months to do my master's degree. I already finished it, and I've been talking with a lot of musicians that come from big cities, right? I come from Mexico City, and I think that what everybody can notice is that we as musicians and Newfoundland as a community, it's very vast in music. Like you have a lot of music for the population you have. It doesn't feel the same like in Mexico City. Mexico City has a lot, but it also feels like it's so little. Here it feels like it's a lot and it's too little people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. So like per capita, like more people, like more percentage of people are musical here. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful culture, right? We were talking off camera about how Newfoundland has accepted this part of Latin music, because at the end of the day, it's something that was not here, that it's just arriving. It's kind of new to what I have talked with people, right? I cannot talk from experience because I've been only here for 3 years. But we are very happy that Newfoundland has that vibe of like a lot of music and a lot of entertainment and a lot, because when they see something new, it's not like, oh, it's something new, I don't know, you know? It's out of the norm. It's like, yeah, it's out of the norm, let's go out, let's do something new.
Qué bonito es volar a las 2 de la mañana, a las 2 de la mañana. Ay, qué bonito es volar, ay, mamá, subir y dejarse.
Yeah, just imagine that we had like a really bad show, because sometimes that happens.
Sure.
But Latin people, as Newfoundlanders, are very warm people. So even though if you don't like us like singing or playing, you will love us when you are talking to us. So
yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you think that is? Like if the culture of Latin people is so well accepted locally, is it like a familia sort of thing? Is it like because we're so communal? What do you think it is?
I don't know. I think we born from love. I feel like all of the projects that we are doing, that I am managing, it comes from love, right? I love Newfoundland. I was gonna, this is a short story, but cute one. I was gonna go to Montreal to study something else. I thought that was a bigger city. I fell in love here and I decided to stay. So from there, I fell in love with Newfoundland, because in my head it was like, this is too small. Imagine, I come from Mexico City. Mexico City, it says that it's 20 million, but not everybody it's on the census.
Sure.
It's really 40 million, around 40 million people living on the big city. So you come from this big city, you see so many opportunities, but then again, a lot of people applying for them, and then you come to Newfoundland and it feels small. It's not that it was not receiving it, it's not that there was no opportunities. I feel like I have a lot more opportunities here than what I had in Mexico, but it feels small, right?
Well, I mean, if there's 40 million in the city of Mexico City, I mean, the entire country of Canada is like we're not like that's a city, and for us it's a whole the second largest country by landmass on Earth, and there's just as many people living in Mexico City.
Yes, right, and then you come here, it feels small, and I start to get opportunities. You start to fall in love with the culture. You start to fall in love with Jigs Dinner. You start to fall in love with kitchen parties. I had no idea, like people gravitate so much towards the kitchen, right?
Yeah.
But it makes so much sense now that I feel like one of the buys, right?
So there you go.
Yes.
So speaking of being one of the buys, speaking of kitchen parties, let's talk about Cinco de Mayo. And of course, white people making everything about white people. For us, it's just a party. But Cinco de Mayo really just means the 5th of May, which celebrates Mexico fighting off the French through like a second invasion. And so that's a whole thing. And maybe that's why you didn't go to Montreal. Really, because the French tried to take over. But let's talk about how this show, and because that's what Quidi Vidi is. It's a kitchen party.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Then again, right, continuing on my previous point, we go from love. I love Newfoundland, I love dancing, and I love Latin people. So once you fall in love with all of that, I feel like all of that connects. Now, to go a little bit further on your answer, I'm just gonna let Estefania, because Estefania is more connected to Mexico than me, I feel.
I think that the best way to know a country is through its music, food, and people. So
yes. Oh my God, I love Mexico. I'd like to see it right now. The music, the people, and the food.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
So Cinco de Mayo, even though it's not like a huge party in Mexico, this is a funny part, because in Mexico, like the Independence Day is September 16. So even though it is not a huge party, in here, it can be such a big deal. So that will help us to connect with the community.
Yes.
So Latin community and Newfoundlanders or Canadian people just meld together in this celebration, and that's awesome. It is amazing. Because you will have beer, like good beer of Quidi Vidi Brewery. Yes,
good cerveza, yes.
You will have food, and you will have, and it's not Mexican food, I think, right?
Well, there's a really good authentic Mexican place in Mount Pearl that has a massive amount of gluten-free options. So that's how we found it, because my girlfriend is celiac. I'm going to show up to Quidi Vidi. Thank you, Estefania Beto. You're awesome. Your music is awesome.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back after this.